One of the things I get asked quite often is what are the trends and what are some of the things that I see with companies going into liquidation and the reasons behind it. And over the years I've done quite a lot of liquidations associated with builders. And one of the things I see time and time again is that with a small builder, they tend to try and compete on price, thinking that that's the issue. And of course when they compete on price, they haven't got the money to do the job because they've got to cut the dollars and cut the corners so they make a living. And it reminds me of a time when, with my first wife, she was looking for something to do, and she went across, we were living in Sydney at the time, and she went across to a community centre that had different projects and different things that they could do. And she wanted to do lace making. She went to do the course and the lace making course was full. So she was looking around for something else and she chose to do calligraphy. Now, she's very fastidious and was quite a good calligrapher. And she did the course and then was making some money from doing the course, and she was doing a lot of wedding invitations and those types of things. And because she was so, she wanted to do it so right, she would do it again and again and again to get it right. And she would sit up all hours of the night doing it. And one day she actually got completely frustrated with this and saying, I can't do this for $13 an hour, because that's what she was charging. I can't do this for $13 an hour. I'm just going to do what the other girls do. And one of the other girls who was very good at it, she was charging $25 an hour. She says, I'm just going to charge $25 an hour, and if I get the job, I'm being paid to do a good job and it's worth it to me. I'm not wasting my time and my effort for very small amounts of money. Now, the interesting thing for me out of that was that over the next few months, she started getting a lot more work, not less, but more work. And quite often I think we undersell ourselves, and instead of charging something to make a reasonable dollar, we get involved in trying to cut dollars because we either lack the selling skills or we're not able to show our value. Now, you take that a step forward, and some years later, about 10 years ago, I'm building a house. And I fell into the same trap with the builder, that the builder started saying, well, we can do this and at this price. And the end result is, what I realised was that in building a house, the only discounts available are like for a toilet. You get a certain size toilet and a certain model, and maybe you can buy that cheaper. But if you start getting cheaper workmanship, there's only one of two things that happen. Either you get a tradesman that isn't as good, and so he can't charge as much, or you get a good tradesman that's quiet, and when he gets busy, he leaves your job because he's not getting paid much, and he'll get back to it when he can to go to the good job. So quite often, it's not the price that is the important thing as far as the quality of work. And you go through to, and again I'm referring to builders, but you go through to builders these days, and what happens is they're competing against the big guys. And the big guys can buy cheaper, they can do cheaper, they've got tradesmen that are working for them all the time, and so they can sell it at a cheaper price. So for the small builder, what he needs to do is either learn to or employ someone that can sell on the quality of work that he does, not on the price. And then he can make $1 and everyone can make $1. And that's one of the biggest things I've seen in the building industry with liquidations. So if you're selling a product or a service and you're good at it, don't be afraid to charge a reasonable price and sell on quality, not on discount.